Good morning. So today's delivery day and I got my Young Living Wellness box and I'm going to go live about that separately, but so many people have been talking about this HelloFresh food to your door and I thought I would try it. I also ordered another box from a company called Good Food because between the two they both looked really good, and so later this week I'll be getting that box, but I wanted to come on and give my little review here. The box just arrived and I know so many people are interested in this, and I, as a mom of 4, I am all about easy, quick, not have to do a lot of prep kind of stuff. Hey Ashley. So I know a lot of my friends have been talking about this, and everybody that I've brought it up to is like, yeah, I've heard about that, I wanted to see. So I wanted to show you what comes in the box, and then we're gonna start cooking the meals this week. I'm gonna then do the same thing with my Good Food box, and I'll go live and I'll show you. And then this is not sponsored, this is not an ad, this is my honest opinion because I wish somebody had done this for me. And so I thought I would go on and I would share. So a lot of my friends have gotten HelloFresh, and what they've kind of reviewed to me is that the foods are kind of like gourmet meals that you wouldn't normally cook, but really easy to put together. So I know there's other companies out there where you can actually like buy pre-cooked food and it's already done for you, but yeah, I'm not into that. So it comes in this big box and it's all lined, so it's like a cooler box, and it looks like it's all recyclable, so that's good because I'm all about the packaging thing and trying to save the environment. So right away on the top of the box, there's all this paperwork. So this is literally the first time I'm going through this. I just opened it, so I didn't have to do that on camera. But Ready, Set, Cook is this book that comes in it. And it just welcomes you, and quick start, what's in your box. So there's ice packs, recipe cards, meal kit bags, proteins, and packaging, and then cooking notes, just the ingredients and the things that you're gonna need. And they tell you this on the website. So the cool thing about this is that there's no commitments with this. You can sign up and cancel it whenever. If you want to save some money, they sent me a promo code, so I thought I would share. If you want to get $40 off your first order, you can do that. And it's always nice to save some money. And then they just tell you what's next. So there's actually an app you go in and you can pick the foods that you want. So they have a bunch of different recipes. So they don't really have, I will say this, they don't really have gluten or dairy-free options available on the site, which that's how we eat in our house. However, it's really easy to swap out the ingredients that you don't want. So if they send cheese and you don't eat cheese and you maybe eat like a cheese alternative, you just swap that out. All I know for me is this looked easy enough that my teenagers could cook. So this is not for me or my husband. This is for my children. You can get boxes for 2, 3, and 4 people. So I chose 4 people because I have 4 kids, and I'm hoping there's some leftovers. And Sean and I eat very differently than the kids, but this is very easy for them to make themselves, which I loved. And then, yeah, so there's just information in there. And then say hello to sustainability, which this is cool. This is part of why I really liked this company, because there was 5 different ones I looked at. So this one is a paper-based packaging, so it's recyclable. Their insulated silver box liners are made from FSC certified sustainable cardboard, and they can go right into your household recycling. And then their ice packs consist of 99% water and recyclable plastic, so that's pretty awesome. And then the plastic-based food packaging, it ensures that the ingredients stay fresh, and they just use some food-safe plastic packaging and rinse and recycle bottles and bags if your municipality allows it. So it's just going to depend on what your recycling program is. And then it's got some more information about just how they get their food and how they supply it. Hey Jen, hi Annette. So it's pre-portioned meals, which reduces food waste by 47%. I don't know about you, we work really hard to prevent as much food waste as possible, and we compost everything that we possibly can. But I find sometimes when we do buy in huge bulk, because sometimes that's the only option, especially if we're going to big stores like Costco, even Zehrs or the superstores, there can sometimes be a lot of food waste. Direct sourcing, they reduce supply chain energy, water, and labor waste by up to 14%. And the accelerated supply chains, they keep your food fresher than local stores, is what they're claiming. So We shall see. I know a big concern for people is like it gets delivered to my door and I'm not home and I can't put it in the fridge. I'm pretty sure they have it packaged well enough that it could sit there all day until you get home, but you can also choose on their website when you're ordering when you want it delivered. So I chose first thing in the morning because I'm home. And then here's the recipes. So this is what I love right away. I'm looking nice, big, bright photos. I hate going to restaurants and just having to read a menu and no photos. I am all about the visual. So this, especially if your kids are helping you, like my kids will be doing this, they know exactly what they're gonna be making. And then on the back, it is straightforward. It's all about follow the directions, kids, and you'll be great. So if you're not a good chef, I think this would be, I suck at cooking. I am not creative in the kitchen. I hate cooking, I burn everything. So having directions on how to do everything is great. And so you can decide where you wanna start. So the recipes that I got in this week's box are pan-seared pork chops. We don't really eat pork, but that was one of the only options. So we're just gonna eat pork this week. But I just don't eat it. Soy maple glazed salmon. We eat salmon consistently in this house and we love it. And it comes with green beans and sweet mashed potatoes. So this is stuff we eat all the time, this recipe, but it's just cooked a different way. So it's nice to have the variety. Glazed teriyaki chicken on bok choy and coconut rice. Oh my gosh, I actually want to try that one. And then spinach and cheese stuffed chicken. So again, we don't really eat dairy, but you know, once in a while I think is going to be okay. Really, I want to try this and give it an honest go. Yeah, Jen, if you want to try it, I put the my coupon code above and you can save some money. So that's always good. And then it comes in these packages. So I think once you get used to this, I'm gonna be nosy and open them up, but once you get used to this, you would just like literally take these out, put them in the fridge, and then when it's that night to cook whatever meal you pick, it says it right on top of what you get, and it actually gives you the nutritional value right there, which is always good because I'm always wondering. So in this particular meal, this is pan-seared pork chops. So it's saying that you get, there's 4 servings. So per serving, you're gonna get, let me see, 58 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugar, and 9 grams of protein, and 230 milligrams of sodium, and then it goes through like the potassium, calcium, iron, and all that stuff. So I actually I wanna open this one. Actually, I'm gonna pick a meal for them. I'm gonna pick the one that I think that they might like the most. Glazed teriyaki chicken looks really delicious to me. So here's that box. Looks like this. Looks like this. It's still really cold, so that's good. And oh, so here's the bags. So I guess in the bags, I'm gonna try not to rip the label just so my kids can read it and we can learn together. Because I'm all about teaching my kids about nutrition, so that when they get older and they have to make their own choices about eating out, they make good choices. And it's not just, Mom said I couldn't have this. It's gonna be like, no, I know that I shouldn't eat that because it's not good for my health kind of thing. So the veggies look like they're in good shape. So here's all the bok choy. I love bok choy. If you've never tried it, it is delicious. It comes with the cashews separately, so that's good. So if you don't like cashews, you don't have to put those nuts in there. There is a fresh piece of ginger in there, and it's in really good shape, you guys. Like, I was a little bit worried that this was not going to look the greatest. There is coconut milk. So again, if this is not the brand you use, you could totally substitute that for whatever you do use. There's cornstarch in there. And then there is basmati rice in there. Oh, there's 2 packages of basmati rice. And then soy sauce. So I probably won't use this. We use a different alternative that's gluten-free, so that will be the one thing I swap out. And then I will also swap this out because I like to eat organic as much as possible. That's the other thing. They didn't have an organic choice. So I messaged them and I was like, I would love to see that as an option. And they said they're working on it. So the honey I will swap out for our organic honey and maybe just donate those. And then fresh garlic. So it's got all the veggies and the condiments, and then anything extra that we need. Let me see. It will tell you. So you're gonna need to bust out, is what it says. You're gonna have to bust out your paper towel, your garlic press, your grater, your measuring spoons, large non-stick pan. We use, guys, if you have coated pans, get rid of them. They are so toxic. We use stainless steel and they're so easy to clean. So even though like maybe my stuff doesn't just slide off, you know, you put a little bit of oil on the bottom, I scrub it with a metal scouring pad. So much healthier for you. The Teflon is like, just Google the dangers of that. I don't use Teflon at all in my house. It is so bad for you. I know people, 2 people, it actually killed their birds. It's that toxic, and then you're eating that. And then it says salt and pepper, olive or canola oil. Don't eat canola oil. It's really bad. So olive oil, definitely. You're gonna need a couple bowls, measuring cups, and then it just goes through the ingredients and it tells you the allergens. So this is cool. So it tells you like if there's fish, wheat, milk, eggs, soy, tree nuts, mustard, peanuts, sesame, sulfates, crustaceans, and shellfish. So that's really great. So if you have a lot of allergies, I would say this might not be the best thing for you, but again, you have the option to swap it out. So there's 4 meals in here, so they all come in their own bag. So those need to go in the fridge. And then this looks like it separates it. So cooking is non-scientifically proven to make you happy. It does not make me happy. Eating makes me happy. And then in the bottom, here's all my protein. So here's my fish, and it's cold. It is cold. I was worried about that. Chicken breasts. So that's for another night. So the pork chops will be, I guess, well, I'm gonna let the kids pick, but that was the recipe I was just talking about in the bag I just opened. And then you've got all your proteins. And then the cooler, there's 4 cooler bags in here that line the bottom. They're filled with water, so it's safe to dump down your drain. And then this plastic, they claim, is recyclable. So I'm gonna stick that in my recycling bin, or pop them in the freezer. Like, how many times do you need good little cooler bags when you're camping? Like, we have a trailer, so it's great to, you know, we can't fit all of our food in our little fridge in our trailer because there's so many of us and so much food that we bring when we camp. So those are cool. You could totally reuse them. So anyways, that's the HelloFresh box. So that, I think they said it works out to be like $12 a person for 4 people. And I always like, you might not even know how much it costs you to make your supper. So you're like, I have no idea if that is even a good deal. But all I know is that just saved me from having to prep and plan a meal, which is priceless to me. I don't mind going to the grocery store, but when I bring the food home, I never know what to do with it. So this is gonna make life a little bit easier, and the kids can cook it. Because when we bring food home, the problem I find with Quinn and Bella is I'm like, make something, and they're like, what do I make? I go, I don't know, like, find a recipe. And then we're all struggling to find a recipe, and by the time we figure out what's going on, we're starving, and then that's not good. So anyways, that's what's in the box. I just thought I would share it. Like I said, it's not an ad or anything. If you want to try it, use the promo code, save $40. But I'm gonna review once we eat all the food next week. I'll come on and I'll tell you exactly what the kids thought, and I might just taste test a couple of things just so I can say yes, it was great, or no, it was not really great. And then we're getting our good meal. Is it good meal? Good food. Sorry, good food box on Friday. And because I wanted to test the 2 out, and this is literally 4 suppers, right? But I think there's enough food in there that there might be some leftovers, and the kids always take the leftovers in their lunch, so that's good. But my kids are big eaters, so maybe not. So I'll give you an honest review of this. Then on Friday, the good food box arrives. I'll go live and I'll show you what comes in that. You can go on the website and you can see the different recipes that are available. And you can skip like 4 weeks and do it once a month. You can do it every week. You can do whatever you want with this. So I really like that. And I pay PayPal. I hate putting things on credit cards, so I just pay it right out of my account and it's done. And it's like going to the grocery store. So I think now when I go to the grocery store for me, because my meals are already planned out and like done for me and Sean, it'll be way easier to do groceries and it won't be so hectic. So follow me if you don't. Follow my Facebook and my Insta stories. I post all day long on there, and I will definitely be doing Insta stories tonight when the kids are cooking this and all through the week. So follow those, and if you have questions, I don't know if I'll be able to answer them all, but I can certainly try, because it's just my opinion. I don't know if you care about my opinion, but anyways, that's pretty cool, right? So far it looks good. I'm excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you. So let me know what you think about the box.